Tell you what, he can get a shot almost anytime he wants.
Whoa! Time up. Perfect from the Hokie standpoint.
Could not have worked out better. He was fumbling around with it and just lifted up.
He doesn't shoot much. He averages a shot about every 7 minutes of game action. Good position by Izundu. He just established.
His shoulder also missed 4 games earlier in the year with that same injury. First lead for Wake. Izundu on the inside. Gets the bounce on the soft touch.
Last year for 3. Why not tonight?
And I'm sure Buzz Williams not happy about that. The one thing you don't want
today, looking closer than ever to a return, although you can't say for sure what will happen next week. And the Hurricanes could have finished as high as a 10 seed. A loss puts them at 12 or 13 in the ACC tournament Tuesday action.
And if that's the case in Miami.
Pitt's got to feel great right now. They cut it to 1 or under 8 to go on the road.
They really do, and they play more players, so they're going to have fresher guys. Think about it. They've made up 5 points in this comeback with Xavier Johnson, their best player, on the bench right now. So Jeff Capel's team, as you mentioned, has to feel pretty good about where they are, especially on the road.
Short clocks for the Canes. The turnaround is good.
Leads it up as he goes glass.
He is a terrific offensive rebounder. Had a season high 14 the other night.
This is Lakes. Beautiful lead pass to Izundu.
Incredible.
That's a big part of it. Sometimes the young players just need to see somebody they can look up to, emulate, and then once it happens for a couple, it just snowballs.
Here's Lawrence putting it on the deck. Beautiful find to Izundu.
For tonight, if both these teams had everybody who still had college eligibility, so you think Miami has Hernandez and Bruce Brown and Lonnie Walker, and Wake Forest has John Collins and Keyshawn Woods and Brian Crawford. These are 2 very different teams.
Oh yeah, there's no question about it. I think the one you could argue that definitely made the right decision with Collins, who was having a terrific season.
Interesting part of the ball game today, I think, how Miami attacks Georgia Tech defensively.
And one of the things when we talked with Coach Larranaga, you said you'll see Lawrence at the head of the defense because defensively, Georgia Tech creates an awful lot of havoc, wondering how Likes is going to be able to look over the length of the Georgia Tech players.
Quick bounce passes, Izundu off the window.
Move and not let the ball stay stagnant on one side of the floor.
So far, they have not needed Lawrence at the front, Brian.
Well, and they're doing a good job of being able to move the ball. They're forcing Georgia Tech to be able to help and recover, running Vasilevic from baseline to baseline.
Here's Izundu against Scholler. 10 to shoot for Miami. And Lawrence got it to Ebuka for the jump.
You got to be able to get to the basket. That last time, nice move by Wright being able to get in and finish.
16-point game is where it was at the break, and we're just beyond a minute old in half 2 here at the Wasco Center. And here is Izundu. Oh, nice. He's got 5 triples and 19 points now. DeVoe, the soft layup.
Anthony Lawrence flirting with a triple-double.
Lob and Izundu.
He's been more than okay in this one. 15 points already, as you mentioned. Becoming a 1,000-point scorer in a Boston College uniform and really playing spectacular basketball here as of late.
Mack, Likes, Johnson, Izundu, and Wardenberg on the floor for Miami. Izundu all alone on the inside.
Not as, his lightning quick self that he normally is, but I'll give him probably a strong B+ of right now.
It's a high grade from you. Likes the lob to Izundu.
Miami's bench with the Johnson injury. Here's Izundu.
He favors Miami.
Likes to the iron. Follow Izundu.
But Jordan, for what you said earlier, some of the turnovers that the Irish have had tonight, some of them you credit Miami, others were just sloppy play. But where you do have to give the Hurricanes a ton of credit has been the way
he just followed the play, had his hands ready, and was able to catch it and convert it. 7 points for Salt and 3 of 5 from the floor. Izundu.
But to this point, there really hasn't been anything that has stopped Florida State's offense.
Until some defense there by Izundu. Zach Johnson, graduate transfer from Dunk City, Florida Gulf Coast, one of the leading scorers in the history of that program. Izundu strong to the tin. And that's the day. Boston College they had to play on a Sunday, then turned around and had to play Clemson on a Tuesday. Did beat Clemson, but they've had those tight one-day turnarounds a few times this year. Got some time off after this game. They don't play again until next weekend against Georgia Tech.
And Florida State has some guys they need to get healthy. As Izundu.
Elijah Hughes is a knockdown shooter. Whenever you have an opportunity to guard him on the three-point line, you've got to make him put the ball on the floor. Lawrence had his pass canceled. Finds Wardenberg in the high post. This is Likes. Shot clock's at 6. And Izundu had great position and spins it home around Chuku. Izundu has come such a long way, and Miami's really needed him. 3-ball for Battle won't go. Miami with numbers. Inside to Izundu.
Lineup. Likes trying to get rid of Nasir Little, who stays with him. He wants to clear out. Likes dumps it off. Izundu to the rim.
And North Carolina's last 4 field goals have been 3-pointers. 2 from Cameron Johnson, 2 from Kenny Williams. And it's allowed them to build an 8-point lead after Miami just made it a 1-point game.
And I think that being able to extend their pressure and not give Miami early looks right now has allowed them to stay back into it. But Miami has done a good job of being able to break this pressure and then run their offense and stay patient.
Under 6 to go here in this first half. Miami got off to a really good start and is led by as many as 14 in this first half. The lead is 9 and Izundu the flush.
From the parking lot, but that arc of that ball, let me tell
about
you.
hit the roof. Likes uses a high screen from Wardenberg and Izundu, and he had Izundu wide open with a mismatch underneath, but he missed him. Now Wardenberg just looking to hands it off, and he gets it back into the hands of Chris Likes, who shakes off Bonds, hands it off to Izundu.
Oh, give and go. Heck yeah. Beautiful.
Put speed, and he's learning to put the ball on the floor as well. So we'll see what else he shows us this evening.
Andre from the right corner, no good. Here comes Likes in transition into the paint. Throws it up for Izundu.